Hello, dear ones. Welcome back. Now, I know these times are particularly challenging for most people on the planet. But there have always been challenging times in everybody's life, because this is why we're here, right? To handle challenges well and to grow and develop through them. Now, in this video, I want to help everybody who is caught in the victim mode. I want to help you move out of the victim mode and move out of the complaint department where you spend your life complaining about everything that's not right, about everything that is unjust, everything that is not okay, everything that is painful, everything that is there that shouldn't be there, that is happening that shouldn't be happening, whether it is in your personal life or on the planet. And so, because most people are trapped in this cycle, and yes, it is understandable, and because most people are approaching life from that perspective, we actually feel justified in having this perspective on life. But this is absolutely not helpful, and I'm going to share with you why. You know the law of attraction. So whatever you focus on and your own vibration, this is what you enhance. This is what you make bigger. So if you focus on negativity, and if you focus on everything unjust and everything that's not right, you will experience more of that because you're focusing on it. You're making it bigger. And the thing is as well that because you're focusing on it, your vibration adjusts to that. And I received a beautiful image to describe this. And I really hope that those of you who are ready to hear this and ready to change into a more positive direction. And this is not like, let's just be all positive and ignore what's going on in the world or ignore the pain that is happening in one's own life. No, this is really about a transformation. It can happen very simply, but it's about a transformation where you change your perspective so that you actually change your life experiences and you support whatever is not going right in life in the transformation to becoming right. Okay, so the image that I can share with you, it's very simple. It's like, yes, down here on earth, it is really difficult and we live in a very kind of dark and dense place in comparison to this bright, vibrant universe, right? And where we come from. So yes, that is fact. And many people suffer from this density and from this darkness, from all the really horrible things that are happening in this world, right? So there is no question. We don't have to argue about that. But if we say, okay, this is a very, very dark place with lots of huge, big, dark clouds and thunderstorms and really, really cloudy, you cannot see the sun, right? So yes, that may be the case. And if you look around and you observe this, okay, let's not argue about that. But now this is for everybody who is in victim mode, who is moaning and complaining about life, their own life or what's going on in the world, right? For all the complainers out there. And I'm saying this with all the love because it's totally understandable that you feel what you feel. But it's not helpful, neither to you and your life, nor to everyone else. So let me help you shift this. If you look around and you see dark clouds, and then you choose, it doesn't feel like a choice because it's a natural thing for you. It's like, they're all dark clouds, so I become one. So I'm one too. So I walk around in this earthly life as this dark cloud. And I moan, and I complain, and I point out everything that's not right. And I walk around with a long face, and with whoever wants to listen, I tell them how things are not right. Whether it's in my own life, how unjust people have been, or how mean, or whatever is happening. Or whether it's out there, whatever they're doing, it's not right, and so on and so forth, right? You walk around or float around as this dark cloud because most people are doing it, and you adapt to the vibration, and you feel totally justified in this approach to life. Because, hey, most view it this way. And if I get together with my, my family or my business partners or my friends, we complain together. And there is this big bunch of clouds and we're sitting around and we tell each other how right we are in complaining, because this is such a dense and dark and hard place to be, and it is cloudy. So you state the obvious, right? But this is only if you stay in an unconscious way of living. Because no one has responsibility for your life but yourself. And you choose who you are in this life and how you are in this life. So meaning what is coming out of you. If you observe something and then decide, I am going to adapt and this is going to become me and my vibration, that's a choice. You may think it just happened unconsciously, and maybe it did happen unconsciously, but this is because you did not see the possibility of making a conscious choice. Now, while we're talking, I'm telling you, you have a conscious choice. Always. How you choose to approach anything. Anything. Right? So this means if you remember your responsibility for yourself and the power you have for the approach to life, you can continue to be one of the clouds. And by being one of the clouds, you're reinforcing what's happening. You're contributing to it because there's one more cloud. You. Yes? And so everybody else who makes the choice to become a cloud or to stay a cloud contributes to what they do not want to experience. Or you choose to become a ray of light. Or a sun even. So you choose to become a ray of light. Meaning you remember who you are. We are joyful love in our essence. So instead of complaining and moaning and floating around as this dark cloud, another cloud that's making the place darker, you choose to bring and be a ray of light. Which means for your own life, you focus on what you're grateful for. There are things that you can be grateful for, and even challenges. There can be challenges in your life, let's say in the past year, maybe in the past decade, that have been really, really called you forward. But in those challenges, there was the possibility and the opportunity for growth, for expansion, for showing and proving who you are. So you can be grateful for that because maybe you learned a lot during a challenge, going through a challenge. Maybe you expanded, maybe you grew, maybe you helped others go through the same challenge. So find these aspects and focus on the lightful things. Focus on you being the hope when everybody is in the clouds of despair. You being the joy when everybody says, there is no reason to be joyful. Oh, there are millions of reasons to be joyful. Not if you focus on the cloudy stuff. No, then not. Then you're totally justified in being hopeless and in complaining and in just seeing everything as wrong and bad and horrible and painful. But there is another view, another perspective, and this comes with you deciding, I'm going to become a ray of light. I'm going to be who I am, which is light, love, and joy, and I'm going to manifest this more here. I'm going to actualize my own essence more here. I'm going to move away from the illusion of what's here and remember what I really am and actualize it through this human being into this life more. And by that, I promise you, what will happen is not only will your life become brighter and you will have less things to complain about and less fun complaining, if we can call it fun, because lots of people get addicted to complaining, to moaning, to all day long, right? We all know people like that. If you're not one of them, you know people who are like that. I know you know. So, and it can become addictive because it's like, that's all you have. It's like drama baby, let's create more drama baby because that's the most interesting part of life. No, it's not. Take up the challenge of you being the ray of light in the middle of the darkness. And even if you're very, very alone at first, and even if there's no other light beam around, it's okay. You be it, because you will attract others who are looking for the light. And you will show to the clouds around you, whoa, there's another way. And some of the clouds only waited for a ray of light to shine through so that they can transform, so that they can move away from being cloudy to being a ray of light. And other rays of light will connect with you, and you might even go out and look for them. We all connect now. This is kind of the light worker thing, right? We can connect now with each other. We find each other. We find each other, yes, through technology and all this, but also vibrationally. We find each other. And by you deciding not to join the old storyline of we're clouds, we're totally justified in being clouds and therefore making the place more cloudy, earth more cloudy, but like, I'm going to be the light, you are making a difference on the planet because you're encouraging others to be the light. Your life will shine brighter, you will shine brighter, and therefore you will make earth brighter. And this is exactly what this time now is about, a transformation in humanity. You cannot continue to point the finger out there and say, if they all changed, everything would be fine. It always starts with us. We need to change. We need to become what we want to experience. We need to vibrate it. We need to see it. And this is not just a sentence that, every whatever coach or spiritual teacher repeats. This is a fundamental truth. You experience what you are inside. So once you decide, I have responsibility for my life. Yes, I own everything. I own my life. I own my responsibility, and I take charge of it, and I choose to be a ray of light or a sun. I'm gonna shine. I'm gonna shine hope. I'm gonna shine joy. I'm gonna shine fun. I'm gonna shine lightheartedness. I'm gonna shine love. I'm gonna shine compassion and understanding, self-care, care for others. I'm gonna shine all that in the middle of all the clouds who are dealing with whatever they're dealing with, and see your life transform. Wow. And that way also you fulfill your purpose, because many of you are always looking for that purpose. Trust me, one of the purposes, or maybe the main purpose, is to remember who you are and to live it. To live who you are and not continue to tell yourself any longer you're a cloud and you have no other option than living as a cloud in a cloudy world. Okay, I hope that this is helpful. You can leave comments below if you found this helpful, or if it makes sense to you. And I'm going to love you and leave you for today. And we'll talk again next time.